A very good morning to everyone. Welcome to Global Online. Here we are back with our next session, that is we have our NTA UGC Net Paper 1 preparation for 2022 batch, and today we are going to go with discussion of people development and environment unit. Basically we have MCQ revisions which are going on. We have started these revisions from this week, that is 5th of September, and in the upcoming week we'll be taking up a new unit. So let's have a check exactly what do Global Online has to provide for. So basically Global Online has started up a new batch from 5th of September, and these batches, the upcoming new batch will start from 12th of September, which consists of daily live lectures, notes on all the topics, last 10-year question papers, test series, which will be consisting of 2500 MCQs. And at the same time we have this facility at Global Online app, as well as you can get in touch with us with the help of the given WhatsApp number. The fees is 3,500. Now the fees will be hiking. Today is 9th of September, so fresh updates will be given to you very soon. If you are going on Global Online app, you can just go and download the app with the help of Google Play Store. You can get this type of interface where you can check the paper 1 courses. You have to register yourself with the given mobile number, and then accordingly you can get yourself registered. After the payment of fees, just a second, yes, good morning everyone. So after the payment of fees, you can definitely go and get an access for the paper 1 course. So paper 1 basically wherein you will be getting all the type of unit wise folders. Now these folders will be consisting of your theory lectures, MCQ lectures, notes, mock test, and as well as evaluation test, which will help you to give an idea for what a basic idea for your paper 1. Now coming to your paper 2, anyone who is interested to go for paper 2, so for paper 2 basically you will be having the topics, these are the subjects which we have deal with paper 2. We have added a new subject, that is philosophy, and for this also the fees is 1,500, but any changes in the fees will be updated to you very soon. At the same time, you can get in touch with the WhatsApp number in order to get the access for the same. So this is basically with your paper 1 and paper 2. Now, as you all know, that we are doing the new unit, that is people development and environment, which we have started from this Monday, and today is the 5th day of this unit. We are going to take a revision lecture tomorrow, which will be consisting of your previous year question papers, because some important facts students were not able to answer. So just a quick revision I'll be taking tomorrow with your MCQs. Okay, that is your previous year question papers. Also questions also will be included for people development and environment. Now let's start the session for the day. Everyone on the screen, a very good morning to all those who have joined. So let's quickly have a look at our question number 1. So we are talking about which of the following conferences or summit. Yesterday we have done the differences between convention, protocols, conference or treaty. So they are talking about what? Which of the following conferences or summit is also known as United Conference on Sustainable Development, that is United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development, which is also called as UNCDS. So whether it is Stockholm Conference, or whether it is the Rio de Janeiro Conference, whether it is the Johannesburg Summit, or it is Rio Plus. Okay, we have started getting answers also. Let's see. Okay, others, I'm just giving time for others also to get to answer the question. Okay, very good. We have started with the answers. Madhumita, okay, and Abilipisha has answered the question. You're talking about the conferences which is also called as Sustainable Development Conference. So the right answer actually is option number 4, that is the Rio Plus 20 Conference 2012. Please be careful. These again are the questions. The answer is the Rio Plus 20 Conference. Now see, uh, oh sorry, okay, here the question was the conference which is known as United Conference or Sustainable Development. I have a theory part also in coming slides, but when we talk about the United Conference on Sustainable Development, that is a conference as Rio 20 conference. It's not Rio de Janeiro conference or Stockholm conference, it is Rio 20 conference, which was formed in the year 2012. Be careful here also, there are a lot of confusing questions which students face. So it is Rio conference. Okay, now I have the theory part, but in the next coming slides I have taken togetherly, we'll discuss that. Now a very basic topic from which the question definitely comes is Millennium Development Goals and Sustainable Development Goals. So here we have a question of Millennium Development Goal. So under the goal 4 of Millennium Development, the reduction sought to be achieved in under 5 child mortality rate between 1990 to 2015 was to the extent of what? So reduction in the child mortality was to the extent of half, 2/3, 3/4 or 1/3. Now as I told you, all those students who are preparing for the examination, very well and in intense form, Millennium Development Goals and Sustainable Development Goals, I have taken this in my one of the class, the detailed studies. Please remember that these two topics, when you're studying, normally it is observed that students just study the goals and leave it, but nowadays if you have seen the cycles, recent cycle, UGC is asking you some deeper questions from the topics. So they are not just taking the upper part of the question, they are just going deep. So whenever you get time, at least for a day, sit quietly and revise the important concepts of these goals with specifically each and every goal. So that is very important. So yes, so the goal reduction is basically 2/3. So the reduction in under the category of child mortality between 1990 to 2015 was seen with what? It was seen with 2/3. The reduction was 2/3. So be careful, and goals also study with numbers. Sometimes they do not give you the name of the goal. They just tell you to recognize with their numbers. So be careful for that. Okay. Now, going to question number 3. Okay. Now see, I have actually the slides were a little bit up and down, but yes, I was talking about United Nations, the first question where we have, United Nations Conference on Environment and Development for Earth Summit. So basically the global conference which was held on 20th anniversary of, Human Environment Stockholm Conference of 1972, they had resulted into 3 documents. One is Rio de Janeiro, one is Agenda 21, and one is Forest Principles. Okay, so this little bit I will take 5 minutes just to go through this theory. Every one of you, please be careful to note important points. This will really help you with the questions of this particular unit. So when we talk about this Earth Summit, we've got Rio Declaration, that is under the environment and development around the world, with the help of United Nations Conference on Environment and Development, which was also called as Earth Summit. Now 27 principles which were the major topic of human role in the protection of environment. So this was the major discussion. Now under that we had 2 summits, that is Rio 2010 in 2002 and Rio 20 in 2012. So when we talk about Rio 10, it was on the sustainable development. Okay, years are been given when it was found. Johannesburg Declaration was the main outcome. It was to commit the Agenda 21. Now we have Agenda 21 also a topic with respect to what? Millennium Development Goals. A follow-up was needed, and this was held at Rio de Janeiro with respect to Earth 10 Summit. Now with the follow-up of second summit, that is Rio 20, basically this was the summit, okay, which was on sustainable development, which aimed at reconciling the economic and environmental goals of global committee. And this was the question based that what it is called as. So it is called as the Rio 20 summit, where it was basically held by, or it was, the follow-up was done, which was under United Nations Conference on Environment and Development, and it was on sustainable development, which was held in Johannesburg. So the students who have got confused should be very clear which summit was dedicated to what. We had another outcome, that is Agenda 21. Now Agenda 21 is non-binding, okay, it is again related to sustainable development. It is the a 350-page document which is divided into 40 chapters, and it refers to the agenda 21 refers to the 21st century, and it aims at achieving global development. Now basically here it is, to ensure that the humans are directly affecting the environment, the topic or the concepts are related to human beings affecting the environment, and it was for the implementation of sustainable development, which was established in the year 1992. I'm not going deep because main aspects of the question I have taken, which can be a part of your examination. And then finally we had forest principles, which is again not legally binding, but it was for the conservation and sustainable development for all the type of forest. All the nations should take part in greening of the world through planting and conserving. So this was the outcome with reference to the conference. That's how you have to keep this in mind for examination point of view. Okay. Now coming to question number 3. We have done this topic in one of the MCQ in this week itself, and I hope you remember this topic. As per the provisions of Paris Agreement, the intended nationally determined contribution. I'll read again. As per the provision of Paris Agreement, we have taken this. The intended nationally determined contributions are reviewed in the theory. When I took this question, that time this point was added. So when is the reviewing of this indented nationally contribution is done? It means it is reviewed after what? Is it reviewed after every 15 years? Is it reviewed after every 10 years? Is it reviewed after every 5 years or after 3 years? So question number 3 is on the screen. Reviewing of indented nationally determined contribution. They are reviewed after what? What is the time period or a time span for the reviewing? Yes. Okay, CB. Okay. We have done this in the theory concept. This was added just recently, 2 days back. It is not too old topic also. Very clearly it was mentioned. This point was mentioned. Okay. Yes, all those who are online can answer the question. So it was basically reviewed. It is reviewed every 5 years. This point was very clear. Hardly there are some students who are still going wrong, but this was clearly added in the theory part. That is, the intended nationally determined contributions are reviewed every 5 years. Okay, I have brought that for your reference also. So let's see. Okay, we are talking about what? The Paris Agreement, legally binding international treaty on climate change. Okay, which adopted 196 parties, that is at Conference of Parties 21 in Paris, and it entered into force in November 2016. Now basically it had a goal of what? Global warming, which was below 2, preferably 1.5 degrees Celsius, and it reached global peaking of greenhouse gas emissions. The Paris Agreement is a landmark. It's very important statement with the multi-climate change, because for the first time a binding agreement brings all the nation together in order to fight or to combat with climate change and adapt its effects. And with this respect, the the Paris Agreement was formed, and it was the time period or the time slack which was taken in order to review was 5 years. Fine. Okay. Yes, so we have written, I have just related all the theories so that you can be able to connect and you can be able to read. Now let me take one small concept over here which I have purposely added in case if any student is not aware why this word intended. Okay, let's understand. So the word intended was used because countries were committing proposed climate actions ahead of Paris Agreement been finalized. So however, countries formally joined the Paris Agreement and they looked forward to implement the climate actions. The intended word is dropped and is the INDC is converted nationally determined contribution now. This conversion happened when a country submits its respective instrument of ratification, that is the rules, accession or approval to join the Paris Agreement. So prior to the Paris Agreement, it was an individual effort, and hence the word intended was used. But once the Paris Agreement was formed, the word intended was removed, and it became a nationwide, concept wherein everyone joined in order to have the ratification, accession, and approval. So this is the the connection between the word intended and dropping of the word intended. Is it clear? Okay. Now, so this is same thing which I have repeated 2 days back. Same thing I'm repeating now, because we had one of the question in which these points were added. So basically, if you see, it was formed under a global agreement before the Paris Summit, which is reviewed after every 5 years. The government of India took the pledge on 2nd of October, wherein it decided to improve the emissions by 33 to 35%, increase of non-fossil fuel to 40%. Then, to ensure that the forest cover is observed, it is 2.52%, and the installation of 175 gigawatts power with respect to solar energy and biomass electricity by 2022. So these were the proposals which were given by India, and there was one question on this. So this also point I have revised now, so it becomes easier for you to remember. Fine. Now, question number 4. Which of the following was not an issue to be addressed under Millennium Development Goals? So they are saying that one of the issue which was not a part to be addressed under Millennium Development Goals, whether it is child morality, whether it is environmental sustainability, human rights, or primary education, which was not a issue which is discussed under Millennium Development Goals. Whether it was the following: child mortality, environmental sustainability, human rights, or we have primary education. Okay, 4C. Okay. Others, okay, fourth answers. Others students have started with the fourth question. Others also can refer and revise it quickly. For this, your MDGs should be very strong in order to answer this question. Yes, so in order to, which was the issue which was not to be addressed under Millennium Development Goals, that is human rights. Okay, see, these topics are very common, in last few cycles. So obviously these are bound to come, but no doubt you don't know exactly the form of question, but the topic should be revised very well. Okay, now under Millennium Development Goals 5, that is goal number 5, maternal mortality ratio between 1990 to 2015 was reduced by how much percentage? 50, 75, 66, or 40. So under this is again talking about what? It is talking about Millennium Development Goals. So under Millennium Development Goals, the maternal ratio, mortality ratio between 1990 to 2015 was to be reduced by what? Question number 5. Very factual questions. As I said, some students has put in query also how to remember this. I told very easily. This requires a good amount of revision in order to answer the question. Question number 5. Okay, 5 answers are started, but there is answers are differing. Okay, so here question number 5. So if you see question number 5, we have answered in two ways. It is 2/3, which results into 75%. So ratio here it is in percentage format, and two different questions were there. So it's 2/3, which is resulting in nothing but 75%. Easy question it was. It was linked to my question number 2, but I hope you remember how to get answer for this. So I hope it is very clear. So under Millennium Development Goals, the ratio of reduction was 75%. Okay, it is 75. Option number B, everyone. Either it's 75, and here normally it is 2/3. So both the answers are same, and both the questions I have taken now. Fine. Now, this is again another easy questions. As I said today, bit moderate questions I have kept just to ensure that your revision is going well. before taking any practice question, it is very important that revision is very true. Only in one class of Tuesday, I think the string swings were very good. Consistency was there, otherwise there is no consistency in the answers. Okay, let's take this question. How many missions of Indian government are there to address the problem on climate change? The question is given a bit differently. What is the number of missions to address the climate change? Whether it is 6, whether it's 8, whether it's 12, or whether it is 17. Which question answer you people are answering? How many national missions of Indian government are there to address the problem of climate change? Question number 6. Okay, very good. 6, don't make silly mistakes. 6th is very easy. Why the answers are differing? National, this is the only the little bit of question is bit twisted, and such easy question you should really not do any mistake. The national missions for climate change, that is action plan for climate change, is basically 8 goals. We have done yesterday also. There are students who are still answering 6. It is 8 goals. We have done these 8 goals also yesterday's class. Each goal I have read. I don't know why, what is the mistake. It is totally 8 goals. Okay. Yes. See, today also I have listed those goals, but bringing this slide does not solve the purpose. You have to be very, very sure with your goals, which is not happening. So, National Solar Mission, Enhance for Energy Efficiency, Sustainable Habitat, Water Mission, Himalayan Ecosystem, Green India, Sustainable Agriculture, Strategic Knowledge. These are, you can have your own way of acronym of understanding, the topic, or you can, I'm going to say National Action Plan on Climate Change. That is a topic, yes, a very, yes. Yeah, Madhumita got it what you meant for with that, but it is very clear because this also topic is having answer. It gets, this topic gets in the cycle. There are many cycles where this topic has been repeated. So you need to be very clear with the number of goals at least. But nowadays the questions are coming from deep inside. One question I have taken today, that is there in the list. Okay, fine. So now see. Which of the following is true? So the goals, okay, that is, it is with respect to sustainable development goals, whether it is 17 goals, what is the target, what are the goals, and what are indicators. So the targets, indicators, and the goals. So what are the options given below? "17 goals, 155 targets, 304 indicators, 18 goals, okay, 168 target, 7 and 203 indicators, 17 goals, 169 target, 306 indicators, 17 goals, 169 targets, and 304 indicators." Okay, 7th answer has started. Okay, waiting for everyone to come with the answers. Yes, let me check. Okay, there are again different answers. So basically, now here 2 goals are added over here. So it is, it is basically 17 goals, 169 targets, and 304 indicators. Okay, it is 17 goals, 169 targets, and 304 indicators. Now 306 indicators, out of which, yes, there are 306 indicators, but 2 indicators are not properly given. So till now it is 304 indicators. There was doubt last class also when I have taken this question, that 2 indicators has to be finalized. In case if there is any news on that I'll be adding it. But as of now, there are 304 indicators, 17 goals, there are 169 targets, and 304 indicators. Please make a note of it. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Now, Formulation of long-term low emission development strategies by each country. Now this question also we have done yesterday, but not exact same question, related topic we have done. I'll repeat again. We are talking about what? We are talking about formulation of long-term low emission development strategies, which was suggested by every country under what? So their suggestion is given for what? Whether it is a Paris Agreement, Montreal Protocol, International Solar Alliance, or Kyoto Protocol. It comes under what? Okay. Let's see. It is basically under what? Question number 8, formulation of low emission development strategy is basically suggested under what? Which, whether it is Paris Agreement, whether it is Montreal Protocol, whether it is International Solar Alliance, or whether it is Kyoto Protocol. Okay, question number 8. Again, there are mixed answers. See, we have, it is basically long-term low emissions. They are not talking about which emissions. When we talk about Kyoto Protocol, there are some students who have answered, but it is not only talking about carbon emissions, it's talking about overall emissions with the development of strategy that was under the Paris Agreement. Okay, be careful. Small terms and small understanding is very important for this particular topic. Now, this is a question on Kyoto Protocol we have done. So they have given us the list. Following are the list where we need to identify the greenhouse gases which are adopted in Kyoto Protocol. So whether it is carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, hydrofluorocarbons or perfluorocarbons or sulfur hexafluoride. So here we are talking about Kyoto Protocol. You have to identify the gases which are adopted in the protocol. So whether the list of the gases is carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, whether it is hydrofluorocarbons, perfluorocarbons or sulfur hexafluoride. Okay. Yes, question number 9, everyone. 9th A, 9th B. Okay. Again 9th A. Okay. Fine. 9th B, 9th A. Again, there is a confusion. So basically, it's all, okay. It consists of carbon dioxide, it consists of methane, it consists of nitrous oxide, hydrofluorocarbons, perfluorocarbons, and sulfur hexafluoride. So if you see, okay, if you remember yesterday we did a question on commitment period, okay. There are 2 commitment periods under Kyoto Protocol. The first commitment, this also was there in the question. So be careful. The first commitment period was from 2008 to 2012. You should remember this years because there was a question based on this. The second commitment period was from 2013 to 2020. Now, these are the 6 main gases which the emissions was, the emission covered the 6 main gases. So that was carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, hydrofluorocarbons, perfluorocarbons and sulfur hexafluoride. So all of this contributed to the emission and hence all the options are right. That is starting from option number 1 till the option number N, that is 6th option. Is it clear? Remember in this slide, 2 things are very important. That the commitment period, you need to remember the commitment period, the timing also of the commitment period as well as the gases also. Okay. Now, which of the following was a central aim of Paris Agreement? Now we have done Paris Agreement for last 2 days. Today also we have revised it. So hope you remember which of the is the main aim of Paris Agreement. Whether to reduce the chlorofluorocarbons emission, to strengthen the global response, to address biological diversity, or to address the problem of ozone layer. Which of them stands to be the central aim, the main objective of Paris Agreement? From the following, which is one of the main aim or central aim of Paris Agreement? Okay, question number 10 we have started by some students. Yes, others also can revert. Okay, 10th. So let's see. So yes, 10th, very good. One is right, but majority of the students have answered it correctly. So basically, Paris Agreement talks about the global response to the threat of climate change. So it is strengthening the response globally in order to combat the climate change. That is the whatever effects, ill effects or adverse effects are there, in order to combat them, the Paris Agreement is formed. Yes, very good. Yeah, very good, Bilipisha. That is, Quito is climate change. Uh, Quito is basically, see, Quito we talk about emissions, okay? Uh, Montreal is ozone depletion, yes. Biological diversity, which is spoke in Nagoya Protocol, okay? Is it clear? Chlorofluorocarbon emission, that is in your Quito Protocol. Is it clear? Fine? Yes. Now, what is what is Rio Plus 20 conference often mentioned in news as? We have done this first question. Related to that, there is one more question now. What is Rio Plus 20 conference often mentioned in news as? So whether it is United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development, is it ministerial meeting, is it conference on intergovernmental panel, or is it a member of countries on conventional on biological war? So basically it is called as what? We have done this just now. The first question we started with this particular topic only. Okay, I'm waiting for everyone. Okay, question number, yes, okay, great. So very good. So now, that is Rio 20 conference is the one which is mentioned in news as the conference on sustainable development. Great. All those who have answered correctly. Great. Okay. Coming to question number 12. Now see, I was telling how you can get different questions on national action plan on climate change also. Now see, which of the following is not the mission? So you have to talk about odd man out. We just now did that. It had 8 missions. So from those 8 missions, which is not in the list, whether it's water mission, whether it's energy efficiency, whether it's green India, or whether it is solid waste management, so which is not a part of national action plan on climate change? Yes, everyone. I'm waiting for everyone to come with the answer properly. Okay, let's see what is question number 12. Okay, great. So, yes, very good. Many of them have answered this also rightly, except one or two. So, yes, National Mission on Solid Waste Management is not a part of what? It's not a part of National Action Plan on Climate Change. One or two students have went wrong. Please remember, Green Mission energy efficiency is the second mission itself. Water mission, all these are a part of national action plan on climate change, but solid waste management is not a part. Today also I have shown you the 8 missions. So under that, it is not a part of waste management. This is following is not a part of waste management. Okay, is it clear now? Coming to question number 3. This I told you yesterday when I was taking this topic, and I told there is a question also. Clearly, I've said who is in charge of National Action Plan on Climate Change. So who is taking the in charge of National Action Plan on Climate Change, whether it is Ministry of Environment, Ministry of Earth, Prime Minister's Council, or all the above. Madhumita, yes. Madhumita, the timing for the class is changed. We have the timing live classes at 10 a.m. in the morning, and at 9 p.m. No, I have the concepts recorded classes. That is recorded class at 9 p.m. I just put the concepts uploading, hardly one important concept from exam point of view. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, question number 3. Okay. Drastic mistakes are happening in spite of giving you all the, see, that's the reason. This shows that when the theory is coming, no, students are least bothered, because I have repeated this twice. National Action Plan on Climate Change, basically it is by looked after who is in charge of that, Prime Minister's Council. So if you see, I'll just go back. Okay, just a minute, I'll just show you the slide. I have given this in the, okay, so if you can see the slide, as I told, why sometimes theories are important. So see over here, it is basically Prime Minister's Council on Climate Change is in charge of National Action Plan. It is what was very clearly given. So please remember this very well. So whenever I tell you that you have to put attention towards some theory, you have to. There are important questions, added in that. Okay, just a minute. Yes, I'll just come to the question first. Yeah, so right answer is Prime Minister's Council. Yes, now the exams are nearby, so channel is updating video at 7 a.m. That is a recorded class for paper 1. 10 a.m. you get a live class for paper 1, which is in English. Then again 1 p.m. you get updates with respect to your exams. Then at 6 p.m. you have current affair classes. And again, and at 9 p.m. you have the recorded lecture with concepts, important concepts from exam point of view as per the unit. So this is the basic flow which is going on as of now on the channel. So if you're not aware, take a note of it, and you can you can utilize the videos in order to revise yourself. Is it clear? Okay. Coming to question number 40. Yes, Mangla, this class is every day, that is Monday to Saturday. This class is every day, which will be conducted at 10 a.m. in the morning. Okay, only Saturday, Saturday the lecture will be there. That is a prime schedule lecture tomorrow, that is 10 a.m. So I'll be taking the revision of all the topics of people development and environment. So tomorrow's class, it will be revision lecture, because from Monday we are going to start a new session again. New session will start after Punit. New sessions will start after examination only now for December. Yes, that is most probably first week or second week of October. Is it clear? Okay. Yes. How many states are covered under National Mission for Sustaining Himalayan Ecosystem? Now, as I said, the questions are coming from deep inside. So now see, one of the mission on that is called as National Mission for Sustaining Himalayan Ecosystem, whether they are 12, 15, 18 or 22 states which are covered under the Himalayan ecosystem. Okay, so the answer is C, 18. Okay, let's see. Okay, answer for question number 14, everyone. Where are you? Waiting for the answer. So basically, there are 12 Himalayan ecosystems. 12, not 18, it's 12. Okay, sorry. So yesterday in one of the lecture, I have also stated that I have also listed the number of the states. So basically, there are not 15 or 18. Some students are right with the answer. There are 12 states which are covered under the National Mission for Sustaining the Himalayan Ecosystem. Is it clear? The next question is very easy. We have done also when we're doing Montreal Protocol. Ozone Day is observed as what? Jan 30, April 29th, September 16th, or December 25, which is observed as Ozone Day. Ozone Day is observed as when? Question number 15 now. Samiksha, yes, 14 answer is right, 12. Okay. Mangla, net confirm date for what? The schedule is out, no? You didn't check it on the website? Okay, I'll just tell channel to put one update video once again for that. Okay, on the channel it will come, so that you don't have to have confusion. Okay, very good. Question number 15. Yes, so Ozone Day is observed as what? Ozone Day is observed at September 16th. 16th of September is observed as Ozone Day. Very good. Yes, so yeah, very well. So now, yes, our 15 questions for today's session is also over. So on an average, okay, we have done 75 questions till now. That is from Monday to Friday we have completed 75 questions. Tomorrow again we will be trying to do maximum questions. So on an average 100 questions we have done on this particular paper. Yes, Abilipisha, I have to, the dates are not confirmed. I mean to say, not, I don't remember the dates. The schedule is out. I will tell, in case if you are looking for this, I'll tell the channel to update the same once again on the update video, which comes at 1 p.m. Okay, so yes, so everyone, so on an average one, at least right now in this particular week we have completed 100 questions in this week for people development and environment. Last week I did higher education. On the request of some students, next week I will start again research aptitude. Some students have requested for research aptitude, so I'll take once again that particular unit, so that it can be a revision for the students who are little bit scared with research aptitude topic. So that will be done from Monday. So from Monday we will be starting with research aptitude questions. Do not forget to join 10 a.m. live classes. We will cover a maximum amount of questions, so that it will be easier for you to revise your topics, and especially the students who are scared with the research questions can get it done. If you do it little bit with concentration, you can definitely score well. Okay, yes, so from tomorrow we will have a revision class for people development and environment at 10 a.m. okay, so thank you. Logical reasoning you want? Okay, fine. So let us come one by one. We will take that also. Timing, Jasleen, timing is 10 a.m. for the class, daily live morning 10 a.m. Is it clear? Okay. Live timing is 10 a.m. I hope you have heard it. So see you tomorrow everyone at